Previously on Survivor Wannabes. The game immediately began with people immediately starting alliances. On the Legion tribe, Caleb created an alliance consisting of Brian, Jason, Joel, and himself called the Quadridity. At the immunity challenge, Joel, Rodrigo, and Caleb could not keep their water in, and as a result, sent Legion to tribal council. Caleb wanted to vote out Rodrigo, but Brian, Blake, and Jason had other plans, and blindsided him instead.
First person voted out of Survivor Wannabes, Season 1, Staten Island.
You know what?
17 remain. Who will be voted out tonight?
So, the first round went down, and I said, thank God people were honest, and Caleb went, which for me is really good. Because I find him so annoying, and he wasn't an asset. I wasn't really in the Twitch challenge, but I know I can do better in other shit. So, yeah. And so, besides that, I mean, I don't even know if it's an alliance. Maybe it was just for the vote. But I'm pretty close with Blake and TJ. I'm also some kind of work together with Brian. That's the name. I wasn't remembering. Anyways, Brian, yes. And Joel's kind of in the outside, at least for my ally.
So the plan went through, and Caleb's ass was sent packing. Like, bye, bitch. 1, you're disgusting, and 2, you're working with every single person in this game. So your time in this game had to come to an end. Like, eek.
So it ended up being 5-1 because Brian decided to tell Joel about it and got Joel to flip the vote, to flip as well. And then Caleb got really mad and started saying mean shit and racist, homophobic, whatever kind of crap. So I'm definitely glad we got him out because do not want that around the tribe.
I'm so happy we won immunity because if we weren't, then I'd be in danger, and I'm a really paranoid person. So I hope we keep on winning immunity on and forward.
Oh yeah, so we're safe, so we don't have to go to tribal. But if we did go to tribal, I think Mitch would be on the chopping block. Keaton might even been on the chopping block. I'm always paranoid that I'm always on the chopping block every time I go to tribal, so I'm sure I would be on the chopping block.
Tim, Jenna, and I have a group alliance, which I don't feel like it's going to break. I don't sense any disloyalty in it, which is good. It's always good to be, in a group of people.
For the second immunity challenge, players will be playing blackjack. They will be given $100 and must determine how much they want to bet. If they win the game, they gain money. If they lose money. Players can play as many rounds as they want, but the challenge ends when either they choose to walk away or when they run out of money. 2 tribes with the most money at the end will win immunity and be safe from the vote. Losers go to Tribal Council, where somebody will be the second person voted out of Survivor Wannabes.
Survivors ready. Go!
You have a 9 and a 7. So you're at 16. I have 10. Something else. Would you like to go up?
Yes.
16. 4. So that would be 20. Would you like to go up?
No.
Alright, my second card is a 9. I'm always going to try and pass you. Hit, queen. You won that game.
10.
Alright. You have 3 and a 3. I have 6. Something else.
Keep going.
Alright, you are at 16.
How much do you have?
I have a 6.
You have a 6. And I have... Keep going.
6. You're just over. So that puts you at... Your cards you have are... You have a 2 and a jack. So you're at 12. I have an ace and something else. Would you like to go up?
Yes.
10, you've hit 22, that's too much. We're down to
Oh, fuck this.
$40.
I bust. So you're at the 35.
Oh my
Would
god.
Would you like to continue playing?
I'm gonna bid 10 in my last fucking.
Last round? Alright. First card's a jack. Your second card's an 8, which means you have 18. My first card is an ace. And I'll tell you what I have. I'm gonna make it a 1. So, what are you gonna do?
I'm staying.
Alright. My second card was a 4, which means I have 5. A 10, which means I'm up to 15. This has to be for me to win 15, 18. So I have to get a 4, 5, 6, I think. Something like that. We'll see. I got a 5, which means I'm up to 20 and I win.
I'm so fucking 10.
You have 25. Would you like to continue playing?
I swear, life knows. I don't get it.
You have a total of 7. Do you want to hit or stay?
Hit.
A queen, which means you're up to 17. Would you like to hit or stay?
I'll stay.
Alright.
Your first card, you have an 8 and a 3. You're at 11. I have a jack. Something else. Would you like to go higher?
Yes, I would.
Queen, you hit 21. Can't go any higher.
Thank God.
Okay. My second card is a 17. Oh, well, it's a 7. I have 17 right now. A 4. We just tied.
So I'm really nervous about this challenge. I don't think I did really good at all. I only got $120. But, I mean, I kept going under 100, so when I finally managed to go up, I figured I would rather stay than risk going back under and ending up at like 50 or something. Or 0, God forbid.
So I totally flopped that challenge. That's probably like the first challenge I ever flopped. But it was just like mostly on luck and greed, and I know that I'm a greedy person, so the result couldn't have been any more truthful.
Alright, so let's begin with the results. Ed. Alright, so and the sit-outs on the Lotano tribe, the sit-out was Nick, and on the Garza tribe, the sit-out was Mitchell. Everybody on the Legion tribe had to compete. Okay.
Mm.
So, first up, tied for 15th place
Oh man.
is Jason and Joel with $0.
Oh great. Oh great. We're going back to tribal.
Are those both your tribe?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, rip.
We're done.
I don't really remember Joel's as much, but I remember Alex telling me about this. Jason's lasted a whole 30 minutes. And
Oh my god.
according to Alex, he had like $155 at one point.
Oh
and
my god.
That's me.
lost it all.
I had 130
That
at one
point-
point as well.
Oh.
Yeah, I think my most was like 140.
And
I never had over 100.
Great. So we're really relying on Blake on this one.
in 13th place with $1 is Nin.
Good job, man.
So
And it's in like an hour.
He's
The
the
last
comp beast
whole
of the
hour,
season.
All right, he had like $150 at one point. I hosted the challenge myself, and then he bet like all 50 of that, and it was
No.
just downhill from there.
The most I bet was like 20. And that was like so,
The-
like, yeah.
I was quite safe as well, like, and I
Yeah.
still got 0.
In 12th place with $5
That's me.
is Luis.
Funny how like all the people who played the longest got like the lowest scores.
Y'all should have just left after like the first couple of rounds. Then that's what ended up happening.
After I was like below 100, I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna try to get to 100, and then I just kept losing.
Oh, it was exactly the same for me. I was trying to get back to 100.
Yeah.
And it just kept failing.
In 11th place with $20 is Blake.
Oh my god, we're done. Can we get a tribe swap or something?
Oh,
In 10th place with $50 is Rodrigo.
Oh, there we go. Another one on my tribe.
In 9th place with $75 is Michael. In 8th place with $80 is Brian.
I think we're going back to tribal, guys.
Oh yeah, we're done.
In 7th place
We're flop.
with $90 is Jenna.
Who's Jenna?
oh, the mood.
I thought it was all boy cast.
His real name is JB, but he goes by Jenna.
Oh.
That's mood.
Jenna Valentina on Tangage, that's who it is.
Oh. Okay.
In 6th place with exactly $100 is Jackson.
Okay.
In 5th place with $105 is AJ. In 4th place with $120 is Jay. In 3rd place
Oh,
with $125 is Keaton. In 2nd place with $130 is Glenn.
oh wow.
Yay! I really should have taken it when I got to 130. I'm so annoyed.
And in 1st place with $205
Oh my god.
is Tim.
Wow.
All right, so
Holy shit.
for the results,
What's the math?
in 1st place with a total of $526 altogether.
Oh.
Congratulations, Garza. You guys have won immunity, and you have won the 2nd clue to the hidden immunity idol.
Whatever.
And in second place, with a total of $430, is the Lotano tribe.
Rip us. Rip us.
Yes, Lewis. Yes, we lived to see another day.
Right?
Alright, so Legion, unfortunately, that means you guys are going back to Tribal Council.
Oh,
So, of course, my tribe loses the challenge because we fucking suck. And I have to say, at this rate, there's gonna be no one left on our tribe by the end.
We lost the challenge again. We lost again. And, like, I'm trying to process how bad this tribe sucks at challenges. And in that process, there's only one weakling that stands out, and that's Joel. You know, I love Joel as a person, but as a game player and as a challenge competitor, I don't see him in the mix with everybody else in this tribe. So, you know, that's the person that I want to go after because, you know, I have a tight bond with Jason and Brian that I want to stick to, and I 100% know that I want to go to the merge with them, and I want to go to the end with those two people because I trust them the most.
So before losing the challenge, the plan always was that we'd vote out Joel because he was the other outsider on the tribe. But I have a good relationship with Joel, and I don't think he'd go against me, so I think I'm gonna have to change things up and keep Joel here. So originally my plan was to take out Rodrigo, but then I was thinking, Rodrigo and Blake are a pair, but Blake is the shepherd and Rodrigo's the sheep, so I might as well take my shot at the shepherd. So I think I'm gonna try to pull off a blindside on Blake here.
Alright, we are live. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Tribal Council. So let's not hesitate. Let's just get right into the questions. Alright, so let's talk about a little bit about the first Tribal Council that you guys went to. Caleb appeared to be blindsided because he said earlier that he thought he was safe that night, and he had a pretty strong reaction. So this is open for anyone to answer. What are all your opinions about what's the stuff that was coming out of Caleb's mouth?
He's a man.
Yeah, he's crazy. He got so mad. It was
can't
like
go for himself.
the game was going on for 3 days, and he freaked out when he said all about 2 words to all of us.
I mean, what else do you expect? It's 10 guys.
True.
Alright, but he didn't have to do homophobic remarks or tell us to kill ourselves.
Yeah, that's true. At this point, you gotta be used to it on 10 days. I don't take it serious anymore.
Just so everyone knows, I know I've announced this, but due to all the remarks he was making and leaking his placement, Caleb has been blacklisted from the series, and at the end of the season will not be added to the alumni chat.
Good week!
Alright, so let's talk a bit about the challenge. So, during this challenge, you guys seem to have some of the worst luck. Some of you had some really good scores, but let it all go, and apparently some tears were shed. Blake, would you like to describe your challenge experience to us?
Oh my god. Is this necessary?
Yes.
This is taking me back to a really depressing time in my life. I don't appreciate it. So basically, luck is never on my fucking side, so I never expected to do well in this challenge to begin with. But, like, I got up to 20 one time, and I was like, yes, I'm so fucking happy. And then fucking Alex draws an ace and gets 21. That's how my luck was the entire game. So yeah, I ended up with 20 points, because I'm the most unlucky motherfucker in this whole entire world.
Now, Blake, but what was the highest amount of money you ever had?
I don't think on this.
What was it?
160.
Oh my god!
You
I didn't
had
get
more
above
than me.
100.
You had more than me.
I don't have above 100 the whole game.
All right, so Joel, you also ended with $0. So could you describe your challenge experience and how you went from being from the top to the bottom?
Well, I wasn't necessarily on the top. I got the highest I got was like 130 or something like that. I don't remember, but like I was aiming for 200, and I kept going pretty safe, tens, and an occasional 20. But for some reason, I just kept losing money, and when I did risk it, it ended up failing. So that's how I got to 0.
So Brian, in your opinion, was this challenge more on luck based, or was it more? Do you think you guys' loss was avoidable had, like, Blake had walked away at 160, Jason walked away at 155, Joel walked away at 130?
Yeah, I think that this, like, at first I was thinking, oh, it's just cards, it's luck. But then I started to think, like, if you play this smartly, we would have definitely won the challenge, because in blackjack, the dealer wins more of the time, so you can't be too greedy. So for me, as soon as I got over 100, I would have taken it no matter what. Because that's not, like, to statistics.
Brian, you never did get over 100 in your challenge, right?
I never did. I was all the way down. I never got above 100. I immediately went down, and then I had 20.
You were the smartest of all of us.
I went all in at 20, and then luckily I got it. And then I think I went all in on 40, and then I got 80, and then I was done because I knew I probably wasn't going to get higher. I was probably going to end up getting lower.
So Rodrigo, Brian said that this challenge wasn't entirely luck based because it was luck based whether you win or lose, but it's about being greedy. But Rodrigo, out of all the challenges I hosted, you definitely had some of the worst luck. But one of those times you did get blackjack on the first try. So do you think that maybe it also has to do with how much you bet?
Yes, it doesn't with how much you bet. But honestly, if you look at the scores and if you look at our score, basically if we just, we played the first one we had to play for, say, 10, and we just say, we're done for here, and we would have won. So, it does have effect, but it really doesn't because at least I was greedy, so...
I think a thing that really affected us is that we couldn't really strategize about it.
Yeah.
We weren't allowed to talk about it.
If we could strategize, I would have said everyone take one and then take 99.
Yeah, I didn't know how other people played, so I had to risk it in case everybody else did bad. That was my mindset.
All right. So going away from the challenge and back to the fact that you guys are once again at Tribal Council. Blake, what is this feeling like?
Is that for me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. It sucks. I'm sick of losing. I'm a competitive person, and I don't like losing and going to tribal councils. And in my pre-game introduction thing, I was like, I'm not losing a challenge at all pre-merge. I'm going straight to the merge. And here so yeah, it's a little bit of a beatdown, but I'm sick of losing.
Brian, what do you think? Do you think this tribe is just a flop altogether? Or do you think that it just has to do with maybe it was just bad luck in a few of the challenges and you guys could easily make a comeback?
To be honest, I just think we suck at challenges. I could say, I think that if we don't, if there's no swap or nothing, I think we're losing the next one. I don't have confidence, to be honest, because it's not like we came close. The first challenge, we had someone on the other tribe who did not play, and we still managed to lose. Someone got a 0 score, and we still cannot lose.
Joel, in your opinion, what do you think would be the best thing to help this tribe get better in the future?
Well, it depends. Well, for the tribe, it's to get out the weakest link, but you have to think of the circumstances of the game and where you feel like you stand.
Okay. So, last tribal council, even though y'all didn't think this was a blindside, it was definitely a blindside just based on Caleb's reaction and the fact that after I questioned him about the challenge, he thought he thinks he was good. So, Rodrigo, do you think tonight's vote off will be obvious, or do you think we're in for another blindside?
I don't know. It can very well be me, so it wouldn't be a blindside if that was the case. But if it's another person, possibly.
So, how safe do you all feel tonight?
Not at all.
Okay, so Joel, you don't feel safe? How strongly do you think that you might be going home?
Well, I haven't been the most brilliant performer in the past 2 challenges, and I guess this is my fault as well, but 2 people haven't approached me about the vote, so.
Brian, do you think you're going home? Oh, sorry.
It's always a two-way street, though.
I said it's my fault as well. I didn't. Don't attack me.
Okay, but I know you always say that nobody approaches you, but you never approach anybody.
I was actually the first one to approach you in this game, so.
About that?
And you never kept your end of the deal. You never kept it up with me, so.
I usually get ignored when I try talking to you.
Actually, I was the first one to approach you.
I don't know about that.
I just don't know where you're coming from because I was actually the first one to approach you in this game.
Okay.
Brian, how safe
Yes.
do you feel tonight?
Well, I never am 100% safe, but I do trust the people who have gave me their word on their vote tonight. So I do feel safe, but I have in the back of my mind, you never know what could happen. But I do trust the people who gave me their word, so I am feeling mostly safe.
Blake, what about you?
I never feel safe. If you feel safe in this game, that's when you get voted out. So I'm not safe at all.
All right. I think I'm done with questions. Julian, do you have any questions?
Yeah, this is an open question. So, last tribal we saw a unanimous 5-1 blindside. So I can't So, how do you decide who goes after a unanimous vote and then coming back to it?
After the unanimous vote, I don't think many people felt safe, so it seemed that many people were throwing out names and this and that. So I think it easily made it it didn't make it a united tribe where it's going to be okay. We're just picking off one person on the bottom. The 4 of us are going to stay strong. I don't think that's going to happen anymore. I think it's going to be this person doesn't like this person and these people don't like these people, and they're going to go at it. I think that's just how the rest of the game's going to go.
So you're saying this wasn't a case of a unanimous vote to bring the tribe together. It was more of just a common enemy.
Yeah, and I think some people, if their vote was a swing vote, I think their vote may have been different. I think once people got in the loom that it was gonna go that way, they might have changed their vote. So I don't think it was entirely unanimous. If
in
everyone
spirit.
voted, yeah, it was unanimous. But I think if people had it their way, that Caleb wouldn't have gone home for some people.
Okay, thank you. I have no further questions.
Okay. So, in that case, it is time to vote.
I love you as a person, but your challenge abilities are aggravating.
All right. I have all the votes. If anybody would like to play a Hidden Immunity Idol, now would be the time to do so. Okay. Once votes are read, the decision is final. Person voted out will have a few moments to say goodbye. You must leave the hangout. And don't do what Caleb did. I'll read the votes. First vote. Joel. Second vote. Blake.
I had an idea.
Third vote. Joel. 2 votes Joel, 1 vote Blake, 2 votes left. Blake, we're tied. 2 votes Joel, 2 votes Blake, 1 vote left. Second person voted out Survivor Wannabes, Season 1, Staten Island. Blake.
You shouldn't have said my name straight away. I would have voted for Rodrigo.
Blake, do you have any final words?
I voted for Joel because he's like one of the worst people in challenges I've ever seen. But that's the only reason I voted for Joel. But no. Good luck, Rodrigo.
Wow.
Blake, Travis spoken.
Hi.
Good way.
Wow.
I wasn't even going to
Okay.
come for him. I wasn't even going to come for him, honestly.
Where the loyalties lie, you know? So I really hope that my theory of a swap coming up next is right. Just saying that.
Rodrigo, that wasn't a move against you, that was a move against Blake because Blake is trying to play. He tried to play this game so hard. He sent each person a PM. He sent me at least every hour. He must have set a reminder on his phone. He said, hey, how are you? What's up? He overplayed, and that's how we voted him out. That's not a move against you, Rodrigo, because originally the vote was going to be you, Rodrigo, and I said I'm not going to do that. I'll vote Blake because Blake has been shady. Rodrigo has not been shady. You guys were perceived as a pair, and that's why you couldn't be told.
The shady one, no.
But it's not shady, Rodrigo. I could have. Rodrigo, if I would have told you that I was voting Blake, would you have told Blake?
I know.
Exactly. So why would I tell you that? I can't tell you until after. Originally, the vote was you, and I did not do that. I switched it to Blake.
Yeah, I was originally going to vote for you.
And then I said to Joel, and Joel could confirm, I think to Joel, I said, I'm not going to vote Rodrigo, I'm going to vote Blake because he's been playing very shady. And then Jason agreed. Rodrigo, I would have told you, but you would have told Blake, and I didn't. There was just no reason.
Alright, there's another vote out, and there goes another blindside. Alright, so everybody have a good night, and don't do anything stupid.
Oh, this sucks. I would be lying if I said that I was not upset. This is my first pre-jury placement in a Survivor game ever, and I'm a little bit devastated. I think Brian was very, very stupid for voting out somebody that was on his side and was going to vote with him. You know, I don't understand why somebody would make a final 3 with Jason and I and then betray at the very next vote. It just baffles me, and I think Brian will be voted out in a few placements, if not next. I think it was a very dumb move on his part. By voting out somebody who actually would have teamed up with him later on in this game, I just don't understand it, and I'm really, really devastated.